And that's what we're going to hear at the start of the stream.
Oh, let's see. Are we live?
I think we're live, boys.
Yep.
For our big pre-show predictions for the Xbox and Bethesda Games Showcase. So, join me by myself is Gareth, who's with me. And Gareth, tell us what you've been playing this weather, and are you looking forward to the show?
Hello. Yes, I am very much excited for the show to hear what they're going to be announcing and all the rumors to finally come true, hopefully. But no, I've been playing Elden Ring recently, and I've been playing a wee bit of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered.
Happy days.
So,
Wouldn't mind joining, maybe playing that myself at some point. See what it's like. It's been years since I've played it. And Lee, are you looking forward to the show, and what have you been playing recently?
I wouldn't mind seeing the show, see what new games coming out. Actually, I might get using my Xbox Game Pass once.
Good shout.
I've been playing Borderlands 2, just playing the DLCs of it and stuff. Got one of my cars up to level 72. I know there's the new levels out at level 92, but I haven't got that DLC yet.
Mm-hmm.
And just been playing a bit of Saints Row, the third and the fourth.
Happy days.
The graphics are so bad.
Are
It's
they?
unreal.
I haven't played it in ages, but
Borderlands 1 actually looks better.
frig. We'll have to do a wee bit
Because
of
the
that
way
show.
they've done the art on it, if you know what I mean, it aged very well. Yes, it's
Yeah.
all clunky here and there, but compared to Saints Row the Third.
Aye.
Also, I found out it doesn't play very well with my computer system.
That's
Too
for
much
another
power.
show. For another show.
Too much power for it. My old system was better for it.
Well, you know, if you get a new Series X, man, 4K, cheaper than a PC.
I have a CSS. Why would I upgrade to X?
Right. Will we get into predictions and we see what's going to be at this event?
Mhm.
Are you all ready and raring to predict?
I think I probably know who's going to win this one, but anyway.
What do you mean, Lee? I think Lee's going to win it. But anyway, right. Put the list on the stream. I don't know if you guys can see that or not yet. Maybe it hasn't shown up yet. Who wants to go first with their predictions? So we'll go through a company's name and the studio or the games, whatever we think is going to appear, and we'll do a wee point system up, and then we'll tally it up after the event, and we'll go live again. Gareth, do you want to go? Lee, do you want to go first?
Yes, I got two predictions. I found myself they're going to happen, but it will be hilarious if they show up.
Do you want? Well, we go through the games, and then we'll put your predictions where you think they're going to show or not. So we're going to tell you the way that's going to work is we're going to do. If the game shows up, you get a point. If you want to go further and say it's going to be CGI or gameplay, you get a potential of 3 points. And if you want to predict that they're not going to be at the show at all, we'll give you 2 points. Everybody happy with the point system?
Yep.
Lee, 343 Industries. Do you think Halo of some description is going to be there, whether it be season content, or will they show, the new season, maybe co-op and stuff like that with gameplay, or what do you want to predict?
I think they will show up. There'll probably be some gameplay since it is out in some form or another and multiplayer.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be updates.
Right.
I would say they might show air updates of a new season pass of it.
So you're predicting that they're going to be there with gameplay?
Yeah.
Right. Gareth, what's your thoughts?
I would like to say yes, they will show gameplay, but I think they're going to probably have some CGI there as well. But I think, to be honest,
you have to pick one or the other. You can't have CGI and gameplay. It's one or the other.
I'll say gameplay then.
Gameplay. So you reckon they're going to show gameplay of like the co-op and the new season content?
I think it's going to be the co-op in the season. Yep. I don't think it's going to be.
Well, I'm going to keep this in light. I'm going to say the same. That's what I'm thinking with the same.
Well, it's hard to know because the game's already technically released. So, like, if they show,
that's what I'm saying. Gameplay will be shown in some form or another.
Yeah, but usually at most events they have usually something to do with Halo, where it's a trailer or gameplay, or they do show something. I'm going to say it's going to be there. Now, how much they show? They might show more at the extended one, but this is just for our event this evening. What they're going to show.
I don't think they'll show. I don't think they'll show too much.
But they'll show gameplay. I think they're going to show
Yeah.
gameplay of some description. The next one on the list is Compulsion Games Project Midnight. Obviously, that's not the official name. I don't know enough about this one, so I'm going to have to guess on this one. Lee, what do you think?
I'm guessing too. It's all a project name. It doesn't have an official name yet. So my guess, it might show. So I'd say it would show, but CGA.
I would probably agree actually.
I don't know enough. See, it hasn't officially been announced, so this is going to be the first time it's going to show.
I could be wrong. That's a fine. They could just basically show gameplay, but I doubt it. I say it's CGA.
See, I'm still torn between showing it and not showing it because I'm not sure how far along the game is. Is it going to be like a? It's the only game they're working on, so it has to be a high.
Sure, they showed some bits of Southfield when they released it the last time. Did they not?
Yeah, right. I'm going to agree with you on this one. I'm going to say CGA. Double Fine. So obviously they made Psychonauts 2. So do you think they're going to predict DLC, or do you think it's just going to be a new project, or what? Both or one or the other? Lee, what do you think?
I'm not really sure on that, to be honest with you. That's not really the game I would play, so I don't really know much about the studio. So I would say probably they already released the actual game itself. It's just DLC, so I say they probably do gameplay.
But right, so unannounced project. Do you reckon they're going to show it?
I say unannounced projects. I say it's CGI. Just for the
you're going to stick a CGI and an unannounced project.
Yes, I like gambling.
Right,
Gareth, that's why no penalties.
What do you recommend? What do you think?
Maybe gameplay.
You reckon gameplay?
But I'm sort of torn between no show as well.
Decide, because I'm going to predict as well, but I could be wrong actually.
We'll say no show for this one.
I'm going with you on this, and I'm going to say no show. So I don't know.
Can I ask why? Why do you think that? Just out of curiosity.
Purely based on the fact that Psychonauts 2 only came out last year, was it? So I don't think they're in the position. Like, I don't know how. I think it's going to try and be more ambitious than the first one, and it's took a few years for that to come out. And they don't usually. Tim Schafer doesn't. I don't think usually announce them until near the time. I could be wrong. I think it's going to be a no-show. I think it's probably going to be likely at least next year before they show the game. At least. I'm not sure.
I would say it'll probably be a 2023 release. It'll probably have a mention of some sort, but I don't think it's going to be.
I would say they do a teaser.
I don't know. I think it could be a 2024 release, announced next year, maybe with coming out like the following year or something. I don't know. I don't know. I just don't think it's going to be here. That's future predictions, but Psychonauts 2. I don't know. Did you two even say about that? I don't think it's going to be anything announced for it because I don't know if they do DLCs for them games. Has Tim Schafer ever done DLC for any of his games, like the first Psychonauts or any of the other games? Like, I'm going to say no show for that as well.
No show.
Gareth?
No show.
If I go quiet, I'm just falling on the form here. NX Isle. So, Project Cobalt, which hasn't been announced. And obviously the other game that they have out is they obviously do updates is Wasteland 3 updates. Do you think they're going to do either of these or both or any of them, Lee?
Again, it's all projects, so it's all hard to tell, but I'm going to just go bet on it and say CGI.
Oh, getting the 3-pointers on here today, Lee. Gareth?
I want to say CGI, probably. Because sure they've released, or they're talking about this as Bedrock Edition as well. I think that's going to be another. I think that's going to be more of an announced project, possibly. But
I think I'm going to roll away and saying CGI, but I'm going to say Wasteland 3. If they're going to show anything, I don't think it'll be this event. It'll be the extended one, if anything. So I'm going to say at this event it's a no-show for myself.
Same here.
I probably agree actually as well. No show.
We're going to actually through this quite quickly. We've only got another, 45 minutes before the show starts, so I'll try and maybe wrap this up in like 40 minutes maybe. So, right. Mojang, Minecraft. What do you reckon? So, there's Minecraft updates.
Update.
The dungeons
They
gets
don't
maybe
really announce
updates.
updates, so I say no show.
Right, hold on, Lee. So you're saying no show for what? Minecraft
Minecraft.
updates? At
Yeah.
all?
Yeah.
Not
They
even
don't
the
never
unannounced.
announce them.
So there's 2 projects that they haven't announced. No show for them all.
Oh, I say no show for Minecraft and Minecraft Dungeons because they don't really announce those. The game's already been released long enough. The other ones now, I'm not sure about those. Could be a different version of Minecraft because Microsoft owns them. So
Do you want me and Gareth to do the Minecraft ones, and then we'll go back around to you for the unannounced projects? Give you a wee second.
go ahead.
Gareth, what do you reckon for the 2
CGI.
For Minecraft, now, not for unannounced projects, for Minecraft and Minecraft Dungeons updates.
CGI for both of them.
Ooh. Do you know something we don't know?
No, I just reckon because
Garth,
you already know a lot
Like,
about
you know-
Minecraft. You don't need to see gameplay in Minecraft. Like,
I've
I
been
could,
playing Minecraft.
I could probably
a lot.
see this being like maybe a quick couple of minutes. And
You've got a
they'll
good
just
point there,
stay.
actually. Yeah.
I'm just
I
trying to
played Minecraft,
imagine
so that's why
previous
I'm guessing.
conferences, how would they structure them? I don't think they're going to give that much time to Minecraft. They'll probably give some time to it, but I think the time they're going to give it is probably going to be CGI.
I'm going to agree with you, but I'm going to play it safe, and I'm going to say they might show up at it, but I don't know if they're going to show CGI or gameplay. So I'm going to give myself a wee measly point each there just to see if they show. I'm not sure. I don't know if it was CGI or gameplay, and I don't know if they'll be there or not, but I'm going to say they're going to be, in some shape or form, they might announce something.
Mm-hmm.
Could be
A
wrong.
bad announcement gets you nothing.
Right, back to you, Lee. Unannounced projects from Mojang. What do you reckon? Are they going to show a new game or show 2 new
Yeah,
games?
I'm going to say
or
they
not
show you game. Just show, nothing else.
You reckon they'll show 1 new game or 2? Just 1 or 2?
I say it's show 2. Just putting the 1 wee point on both of them.
Gareth? what do
I'm
you
going
reckon?
to agree with Lee actually in this one, but I'm going to say show.
Well, he says show as well. He didn't say gameplay or CGI.
Nah, I'm going to say show.
If I had to guess, I reckon they might show 1. I don't know if they'll show 2. I'm going to say 1 point for 1 show, and I'm going to give myself a no show and 1 on. I don't know. I just don't know if they'd show a lot of Minecraft and 2 new projects. Could be wrong. Just
Actually,
trying to be a wee bit different. Could be wrong.
No kit bats, Garth. No kit bats.
I don't
I
know.
know.
This is just
well, if I was going to change mine, I would probably maybe agree with barring that one possibility. Might show. Well, I don't know. Could be interesting.
roll it. Like this is a
See
bit
what
of crack.
happens.
This is a bit of crack.
Mm.
Right, Lee. Ninja Theory. Do you reckon they're going to show Project Mara and Hellblade 2, or 1 or 2 or both? What do you reckon?
I don't know enough about the other Project Mara. So I'm just going to guess. I mean, this is just going to get no show.
No show. Where's your no show at? So you're going to put a wee no show there. What about Hellblade 2? Do you reckon there's going to be at it or not, or is there going to be gameplay or CGI?
CGI.
So you're going to put 3 points in CGI.
Yeah.
Right, Gareth?
I'm going to put no show for Project Maria, and I'm going to put 3 points in gameplay for Hellblade 2.
Ooh. I am going to agree with the Project Mara. I think it's going to be a no-show because I think they're going to try and get Hellblade 2 out first.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do another bold prediction. I'm going to reckon that Hellblade 2 is going to be a no-show. For the simple fact is they showed it off last year, and I don't think they're far enough along in the project. I think they're run behind because of COVID.
But I
That's why
still
say
think I still
CGI.
think if because they shown it last year, they have to show gameplay in this event.
Nah, I say
That's what I'm thinking. I could be wrong.
Sure.
You know, I don't know.
This is predictions, dude. This is everybody's got their own opinion. This is just it's a bit of crack. I don't know. I could be wrong. Like the
I know I was looking into it earlier beforehand, and a lot of people think they're going to show gameplay, but I don't know. I'm not sure.
Well, I've already put my prediction in. I can't go back now. So we're ready to roll on to the next one. Obsidian Entertainment. So we've got Grounded, Avowed, The Outer Worlds 2, and an unannounced project that they're working on, which I have no idea what even that is. Who wants to go first?
Grind it. I say gameplay.
Right, Lee's going gameplay. Too many cells.
Avoid CGI. Outer
Right.
Worlds 2. I say CGI. It took them a long time to do the first one, so unannounced project. I say show. It's just announcement only.
Right, so if I got that right, so you're doing gameplay for Grounded, and then CGI for Avowed, and Outer Worlds 2, and then show just for unannounced project.
Yeah.
Right? Gareth?
I'm actually kind of similar, but I'm going to say gameplay for Grounded.
Yep.
Avowed, I'm going to say CGI.
Right. Same so far for him.
Outer Worlds 2, I'm going to say show.
Mm-hmm.
And unannounced project, I'm going to say CGI.
Oh, that's bold.
That is bold. I'm going to agree with you on gameplay for Grounded. I'm going to say now I've been now this is just what I've heard. Up until the last couple of days, I've heard that Avowed's going to be at this event, and in the last couple of days, I've heard that it's not. So I'm sort of torn. Like you hear all along, and then all of a sudden, the rumors are it's not going to be there. But I want it to be there.
Hey, Garth, I think Bar's got inside information he's not telling us.
No,
No,
I don't know.
actually. No, it's just what you hear. Like Gareth, you're on Twitter. I'm on Twitter. That's what you hear.
Have you been looking into it though? Because I've been looking into it the last couple of days. Not as probably as much as I should be, but I don't know.
I'm going to go with what I originally thought. I'm going to say gameplay. I'm going to go bold and say gameplay. But I'm going to say that Outer Worlds 2 is a no-show. And I'm going to say the unannounced project is a no-show as well. Could be wrong. Like they showed the Outer Worlds that trailer, was it, or it wasn't even a trailer, and it was very early stages, like for the Outer Worlds 2, and Avowed's been longer. I think it's going to be a no-show. Avowed, I think it's going to be a no-show, but I want there to gameplay out, so I'm going to go with gameplay. It's going to be interesting, boys. It's going to be interesting. Right, easy one. Playground Games, Forza Horizon 5, and Fable. What?
Horizon 5 gameplay. Let's just be updates, or are you DLC?
Well, they've already leaked the DLC anyway, so gameplay. I'm going to just put mine on here quickly. I'm going to say gameplay as well. Gareth, what do you reckon for Forza
You're the
Horizon
same
5?
for me as well. The gameplay.
Fable, Lee.
Gameplay.
Gameplay.
Yep.
Boys, we're bold predictions today. Gareth, Fable.
Gameplay probably. 'Cause that's quite a big one, isn't it?
Do you want my prediction for that?
You're gonna say CGI.
No, I'm saying no show. I just don't think it's ready. I could be wrong. Do you
Well,
think that's a bold
we
prediction?
have our opinions.
Yep.
We differ. That's always better.
But Fable's been talked about for that long, like.
But it was only announced officially a couple of years ago. 2 years
Yeah,
ago,
but
was it?
still, like
2020?
that's 2 years is a long time, like technically speaking.
I personally think there's too many projects that's coming out next year that I think they'll wait to like next year to announce it for either the end of next year or 2024 at least.
I mean, this year is this not like the third year of the new generation consoles? Technically, at the end of the year,
Aye,
is this
2
not more?
years coming.
Is it?
Yeah,
Is this 2 years or 3 years at the end of this year?
2 years coming. They're not quite in 2020.
2 years on.
Full 2 years. Aye. Right.
I suppose.
We're running down to about 30 minutes left, boys. Do you want to try and rattle through these a
Alright,
bit more?
let's speed it up.
The Coalition. Do you reckon Gears of War and their unannounced project could be possibly at the show?
CGI and show.
For what? Gears of War CGI?
Yep, and show for the other one.
What makes you think that, Lee? What do you reckon they're going to show for Gears of War?
I didn't look until I'm just guessing. That's
Interesting.
my way of doing things.
So gameplay for Gears of War and
No, CGI.
for Gears of War, right?
Yes,
Sorry, I have to keep.
and
going through this
announced
list.
only for the unannounced project.
So show,
Yeah,
right? Gareth,
I'm
War.
thinking CGI.
for Gears of War.
And I'm thinking no show.
2 points. I'm saying no show for Gears of War. Unannounced project. I'm sort of still torn on this one, boys, but I'm going to have to make a decision up there.
yep.
I'm going to say no show. I don't think a Coalition are ready to announce their games because they're trying to get to grips with Unreal Engine 5. Right. Rare is up next. Sea of Thieves updates and Everwild. Lee.
Gameplay for Sea of Thieves and CGI for the other one.
So gameplay for Sea of Thieves and CGI for Everwild.
Yeah.
Right. Gareth. When I'm just
I want to say gameplay for Sea of Thieves update.
Right. Everwild.
Maybe say gameplay for that one as well. Maybe say gameplay for both of them.
I'm going to say gameplay for Sea of Thieves. And I'm going to say no show for Everwild.
What makes you say that?
Should have had to get back to the drawing board. Like this was last year or the year before, was it?
I tell you, Barry got inside information he's not sharing.
I haven't. Right, come on, boys. The initiative, Perfect Dark. What do you reckon?
I say gameplay.
Gameplay for Lee. Gareth,
No show.
what does Barry reckon? No show.
No
as well.
show.
Next, we've got Turn 10. Forza Motorsport 8. Lee.
Gameplay.
Gareth.
I'm torn between show and gameplay. I'm gonna say gameplay. Well, I don't, this is a hard one actually. Yeah, I'm gonna say gameplay. Although a part of me thinks it's just gonna show it.
I'm torn between CGI and gameplay. If it's coming out this year, I think with gameplay. If it's coming out next year, I'm sort of like, is it CGI? But I want it to come out this year. They need some, so I'm gonna go with gameplay. I'm gonna predict. I'm gonna get a wider prediction. It's gonna be gameplay. I want to see the game.
That's what I'm doing.
Undead Labs did a K3, Lee.
Gameplay. Been a while since the other one was released.
Maybe. Gareth.
Yeah, I'm saying gameplay for this one.
Happy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say no show. I don't think the games are ready either. I don't know. I just have a funny feeling. I don't know. I could be wrong. I would like it to show up because I'd like to see it sooner rather than later. But I don't think it's going to be
Age of Empires not already out.
PC. Lee. This is
Uh.
Xbox.
I'm forgetting that.
Yeah. Right.
I say gameplay.
For Age of Empires 4.
Oh yeah,
Right.
I did buy
Lock
that
you
game
in.
actually.
Happy enough with that prediction?
Yeah.
Partner projects. I'm not exactly sure what that is, but apparently they're working on something else for another game, so I don't know what it is.
I'm saying no show because I don't know what it is.
Gareth, any predictions on
When
this
they say no show as well.
for the partner project?
Mm-hmm.
What about for the Age of Empires 4 on Xbox?
They might show it. I don't think they're going to do any gameplay or CGI for it, but I think they might just show it.
Right. We 1 point on there for you.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to stick with Lee in this one. I'm going to say gameplay. But I'm going to say as well, no show for the partner project. Bethesda Softworks, Lee. This is going to be interesting. Starfield, Elder Scrolls 6, and Fallout 76 updates. Go.
Show. It's been no gameplay or CGI.
Now, which one?
Starfield.
CGI?
I say CGI on that one. I probably have something for it.
Elder Scrolls 6.
No show. No show.
Right. Fallout 76 updates.
Yeah, announce or that's about it.
Just show something.
Yeah. I don't really care about the game. It's a money pit.
Gareth. Starfield. What are you reckon?
No show pro.
You want to lock that down?
Yeah.
No show for Starfield. Elder Scrolls 6.
CGI. They have to show something for it. Like.
It's Fallout 76.
CGI for that one.
So CGI in 2 and a no show for one of them.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I am going to do gameplay for Starfield. No show for Elder Scrolls 6, and I'm going to say gameplay probably, because they always show something Fallout 76. So gameplay for that as well, updates. ID Software, or id Software, is that the way it's pronounced? Unannounced project. What do you reckon? New Doom game, new...
Show, I think, as well.
Show.
Yep.
When did the last game come out? Does anybody know offhand? It's been a couple of years, hasn't it? 2019? Do you reckon their game in 2 to 3 years could be ready to go at this point? To show?
I say announcement online.
Announcement? Just a show?
Nah, that's that show.
Right. Gareth, show as well, did you say?
Show as well, yeah.
I'm actually haven't got much to I'm going to say a no show. I have a lot of no shows, boys. See if these are right. I'm going to cream it. Arcane Studios is up next with Deathloop and Redfall. What do you reckon, Lee?
I'd say CGI and show.
Deathloop, which one? CGI?
Yeah.
And Redfall?
And show.
Show? Yeah. Gareth? Deathloop?
I'm going to say gameplay. And Redfall, I'm going to say CGI.
I am going to do gameplay on both of them because I reckon that Deathloop's going to come to Xbox this year or early next year, and it's going to show gameplay. And Redfall, I think it's going to be gameplay as well. I don't know. Don't think it's going to be much gameplay, but I think it's going to be something.
Well, you pick them up, do you think?
Redfall probably. Deathloop not that bothered. Redfall seems more like the whole co-op aspect, like, you know, like Borderlands, feel like that style, you know, like the drop, you know, I think that's what's, to me, it looks like more. Well, not looks like, but that's, type of gameplay. Not like Elden Ring gameplay. It's weird, like proper gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Tango Gamesworks, Ghostwire Tokyo, and an unannounced project, which I have actually no idea on. So, Lee, do you want to go, or do you want me to go first?
No, I said show and no show.
So, show for Ghostwire Tokyo, and no show for unannounced project.
Yeah.
I'd say that's probably a safe bet for that unannounced project.
That's why I'm doing it for.
Yeah. Gareth?
Probably the same.
So, show for Deathloop. No show. I am gonna say, I have no clue. I'm going to agree with you on show for that one, and no show. I have no clue. I'm sort of right. Going wrong with that. Show for Ghostwire Tokyo and no show for unannounced project. Because if they release that that's on PlayStation at the minute, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
And then they're obviously working on the Xbox version, but they could still have a team working on the non-announced project, but is even ready to be in full production yet. It's probably not ready to be announced. Right, Machine Games. We're getting near the end. Machine Games with Indiana Jones, and which has been announced as a logo type small trailer. It wasn't even a proper CGI trailer. And the rumored
CGI.
Wolfenstein 3. So what do you reckon, Lee?
CGI on Indiana Jones and gameplay on Wolfenstein 3.
Ooh, that's interesting. Gareth?
I'm
Hold on, before you predict, Lee, why do you think they'll have gameplay on Wolfenstein 3 and only CGI in Indiana Jones?
Wolfenstein is like one of their franchises, so they want to actually show the game.
Interesting. Right, sorry Gareth, go on ahead.
I'm gonna say gameplay and CGI. So gameplay for Indiana and CGI for Wolfenstein.
Right. Me, I
just think Indiana Jones is.
That's already been announced, you see.
Yeah.
I'm going to agree with you, Gareth. I'm going to say gameplay for Indiana Jones, but I'm going to say no show for Wolfenstein 3, because I don't think it's even been made, or even if it's been made at all, it's in early production.
Mm-hmm.
Could be wrong. So let's see it then. Let's show how badly wrong it could be. Right. We're coming near, boys. We're only 2 studios left, I think. And if you want to make any other predictions after this, just for a bit of fun, like other games you might think will be there. ZeniMax Online, so they obviously work on Elder Scrolls Online, and apparently they have another project that's in the works, but I don't even know what that's even linked to. But I would assume it's going to be like another Bethesda
gameplay, Elder Scrolls.
Gameplay, right, Lee? You're on there with the predictions already, boys. Yep. Unannounced project. Announcement.
Show. Yeah, it's show.
I think that's the right column. Yep. Gareth, how do we feel about this one?
Probably have to agree with Lee in this one, actually, to be honest. I'm going to say gameplay, and then they're just going to show.
Right. What do I reckon? I'm going to say gameplay again for Elder Scrolls Online, because they always sort of have something, whether it's a small segment. Unannounced project. I was going to say no show, but frig it. Let's have wild predictions. Let's say they're going to announce a CGI trailer. Go CGI trailer for the new game that's coming out. Right. Final one. This one's a wee bit up in the air because 4 of them are unannounced and 2 are announced. So Xbox Publishing Studios, they have 4 projects that aren't announced as Indus, Dragon, Belfry, and Sholin, if that's how you pronounce them. And then As Dusk Falls.
I say show for the first 4, CGI for the 5th one, and gameplay for the 6th one.
So hold on. Show for the first 4.
Yeah.
Right. As Dusk Falls.
CGI for the 5th one.
Yep.
and gameplay for the Sith.
Ooh, interesting. Gareth, how do we feel?
I'm gonna say for the first two, show.
Yep.
The third and fourth one, I'm gonna say no show for the third one.
Belfry
Yeah.
and Shonen.
I'm gonna say show maybe for the fourth one.
Right.
And I'm gonna say the last two. I'm gonna say gameplay for the fifth one.
Right.
And the last one, I'm just gonna guess and say no show.
I think these are the right columns. So no show for the last one, right? I'm gonna say Project Indus. I'm gonna say show. I don't know. I'm not sure on these. I can't remember. I've read some about some of them, but I can't even remember which ones are which now. I'm gonna say no show for Dragon. Project Belfry. I've heard Jez Corden talking a little bit. I'm gonna say show. Oh, Belfry. Do you know what? I'm gonna do a wide prediction. I'm gonna show gameplay for that one. Showdown. I haven't heard much about it. I don't even know what that is. I would say no show. As Dusk Falls, if they've been announced, and how long if that's a smaller game. I'm gonna say gameplay, Contraband. Right, wild predictions, gameplay as well. They showed a trailer a couple. Was it last year or the year before? Could be wrong on that one. How do you feel about your predictions?
I'm fine.
I'm fine too, actually.
Do you want to go? We've got a couple of minutes left, or well, probably another 10 minutes we could have. Is there any other games bar what was shown you think might be there, like either timed exclusives or I don't know, anything else? Do you want to reckon?
GTA 5 announcement. GTA 6.
Do you reckon?
Right, GTA. Well, it's been like over 10 years since they announced.
So if
GTA 5.
So you're reckon they're going to show it?
Yeah, announce it only.
No, I can't see it.
I'm just doing this for the laugh. If it doesn't show up, I don't expect anything from them.
I'm going to say, wait, Gareth, I'm on a no-show on that one, boys.
They'd just be milking GTA 5 like no tomorrow.
I'm going to throw another in here since Lee's threw one on the mix. I'm going to say Arc 2. They're going to show.
Oh, yeah, I remember hearing about that.
I reckon they might. They see already show CGI, sort of. I reckon gameplay.
I say CGI.
Do you?
Yeah.
So CGI. Try and get these in the right columns. So you're reckoning CGI.
You're in the wrong column.
Am I? Yeah.
Yeah. It's
that one. Nope.
Don't
Too
we do
many
it?
columns. 3. I'm the right one now.
Yes.
Gareth.
I'm gonna say show for Arc 2.
Right. Do you? Lee's made a prediction of a game that might show there, and I have. Is there anything else? Do you want to add one for fun?
I can't think of any. It's the problem. I would have nearly suggested GTA 6, but obviously that's not going to happen. But I don't know, to be honest. I would like them. Well, I don't know. They've already really announced a new Call of Duty as well for this year. So I can't.
Here's one for you, but this is not really a new game. Do you reckon? Well, it's rumored, but I don't know if it's true or not. Do you reckon that they're going to announce like something for Game Pass, something that's already out there?
Like talk about Game Pass, like a feature or something, or
well, this is going to be based heavily on Game Pass. But do you reckon there's going to be a game that's already out? You know, like a third-party game that they're going to bring on the Game Pass. Can I throw a game out there? This is the rumored
Go
game.
ahead.
Elden Ring. Do you think they'll put it in Game Pass?
No.
See, I would reckon that's a no-show. I don't think they'll put that. They're making too much money at it. I don't think they will. I would put it in here
Yeah.
and say no-show.
Same here.
I might actually say yes.
Oh, Elden Ring for Game Pass. So you can only really do.
There's been people have been talking about it. Like, it wouldn't even surprise me if they did, to be honest.
I can see why Microsoft wants it. I don't know if it get it.
If they do, I just think it's monopoly. Like,
So what do you reckon, Gareth? Are you gonna run with her?
I'm gonna say they're probably gonna show it
Show it. Ooh.
because they've done these surprises. They've done these surprises before, where a massive game is just on Game Pass. Like,
I would.
sure. What was the last?
I think it's not going to happen, but I would like it to happen.
What was the last big announcement they done where they announced the game was coming to Game Pass? A big game that wasn't
There
part of.
hasn't been anything this year. They haven't had that big announcement. You know, with like a third party. Like last year they had Outriders, which was coming to Game Pass, but that was
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I know that wasn't like obviously there's issues and it wasn't the best game, but it did get heavily because it went to Game Pass day one. And then I can't think of anything since that. Nothing big third party. I can't think offhand. Right, Gareth, I'm going to throw this in the mix for you. You asked me a question earlier. Do you think that Activision Blizzard will have their buyout, some details on the event?
I think they will.
Yeah, they're going to announce Diablo.
They'll have to announce something about the acquisition. Like, they'll have to learn something. We'll have to learn something about it. Obviously, it hasn't been taken over yet, but they're going to have to announce something about the deal.
Do you hear about the latest game there? It's going to cost 117,000 to complete it, to buy everything.
Frig. Right, hang on. Right, I want to put this in. Do you reckon they're both going to announce something at it? Show.
Yeah. Yeah.
No show.
No show.
Yeah.
I reckon you were going to go show, Lee.
No show.
If I get that in the right column, I'm going to say when you Lee, I'm agreeing with you, Lee. No show. Haven't even got it in the right column for yours. Put it too low down. Anything else before we wrap it up? Do you reckon there's anything else that they could do, like a surprise announcement for any other games that's out, or like is there a game you think might come out in the next 3 to 6 months? But do you know the way we have a shortage of games that's for Game Pass that's first party this year? We don't know exactly what's coming out. Exactly, this is just prediction show. Is there anything third party to fill the gap that you think could come to Game Pass that's going to be coming out between now and the end of the year?
Not sure, to be honest with you.
I could tell you one that I would like to come to Game Pass, but I'm going to say that a no-show that's not going to happen is Saints Row, because I think that'd be good for Game Pass.
It would be, actually. It is a good game franchise, so yeah.
I was going to suggest they might show it.
Well, I'm going to suggest for Game Pass. This is different for Game Pass.
That's what I'm saying for Game Pass.
Yes, but do you think if they announce at this show, I'm going to say, is it going to be announced at this show for Game Pass? I'm going to say no show. I'd love it to be. That's one of the games I think would class on Game Pass.
I was going to say show for that one.
So you think that could come to Game Pass?
Mm-hmm. I would probably suggest Saints Row would probably have a higher probability than Elden Ring for Game Pass.
I would think that too, but I don't think either of them's coming to Game Pass. Lee, what do you reckon, come to Game Pass or not? So show for come to Game Pass, no show for not Game Pass.
Joe.
No show.
Show.
Joe.
I'm just going to say yeah.
Can't think of. I'm just trying to think off the top of my head. Is there anything else that See, I reckon the Activision Blizzard Activision announcement's not going to happen this year because obviously next year is when it's the buyouts, going to go through. So they can't obviously, to me, they can't announce anything at it because they don't fully own it yet. They're still in the process of going through that to acquire them. So that's why I think none of their games are going to be there. They might be there in the if they've got like a marketing deal or something, there might be something there. But as for the acquisition, I don't think it's going to be there at all at this event.
Mm-hmm.
Could be wrong, like, you know what I mean? You don't know what they can do and what they can't. That's just my thoughts. You know, I think that'll be next year. Like, obviously, you know, we went through a lot of their games. We reckon there's going to be a lot of games between now and, you know, for now and 2023. So that'll be something for them for next year. For, like, you know, if they've got games in the works for the following couple of years, you know. So we'll see. Plus, Sony's got the marketing rights for Call of Duty at the minute, don't they? For this year and potentially next year, or for the next two projects, one or two. Unless they can get out of that, Sony or Microsoft can get them out of that deal, you know.
They've had to pay a lot of money for it.
Mm-hmm.
But they have.
So, I think we should wrap it up because I want to try and get the want to watch the event now on the big TV. What do you reckon, boys? Are you happy with predictions? Do you think?
Yeah.
Gareth, how do you feel? Feel good?
I still think probably Saints Row might show for Game Pass.
Oh, I would like that to show. Don't think it
Out of everything, like I would like to say they're going to do Saints Row for Game Pass, Activision announcement, at least something, and Arc 2 would be my.
I reckon they're going to have something announced for Game Pass this year, but I don't know what it is. I just don't think it's Saints Row. I don't know why that is. I don't think it's Elden Ring, but I think they've got something. I don't know what it's going to be. It's maybe a bigger title or a well-known title as that, but I think they're going to have something decent that's coming this year, or maybe a couple. I don't know. You know.
Oh, did you do something to keep people buying it?
I know. Like, I was looking forward to, what do you call that other racing game that we were talking about? Remember, was it a week or two back? That was coming out. Remember, it was out years ago. Test Drive Unlimited. Remember, it was supposed to be coming out this year? Delayed.
Seriously?
Like if I hadn't heard that was delayed, I would probably been like, oh, that could be at the show. That could be one for Game Pass as well, because that's like open world, man. You know.
I'd never get his recognition. I would love to be another Burnout game.
But then that's EA.
I know.
Right, boys, we'll wrap it up there now. We'll watch the event. After the event, we'll get our predictions calculated up, and then we'll do another a short show with who's the winner of the predictions, and we'll just go through our thoughts and what they've shown and go from there. Happy enough?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, sure.